Okay, I think I'll do one more and then go from there. I don't want to say everything now. But growing up, you know, in the summertime, I'd go down to Columbia to stay at Dad's, and I was always with John and Jeremy. You know, I was just, that's where I was at with Bubba's. And so there was one summer, John Paul decided he was going to have me be the lookout. He was in the house that we stayed in. There was a junkyard car dealership type thing that was right next door, and John Paul, he knew the guy that owned it. All of my family did, because it was right next door. And my bloodline is nothing but mechanics. So yes, I know how to work on cars because my dad and my brothers have taught me. And so one of my biggest dreams is to rebuild a motor. Like, it's crazy. I'm the biggest tomboy ever, but when it comes to cars, yeah, I work on my own cars. But one time John Paul decided he was going to go over there and jack radios. He had me be the lookout while he was jacking radios. That was fun. But yeah, John wasn't perfect. He made a lot of mistakes, but he made the most out of them, and he learned a lot. You know, he was a man of many trades. He knew how to do anything and everything. He was like a walking dictionary. Like, he was a walking encyclopedia. And he would tell stories about how things work and how to make them work. You know, he knew a lot of everything. And so I remember he taught my son Titus how to change brakes. So he was spreading his mechanic ways over onto my boys. You know, he'd help my oldest work on cars, show them things. You know, he was like a father figure to me. I didn't really have a relationship with my dad, so John Paul was. I remember when I was 18 months old, I had pneumonia, and I caught a pus pocket in my left lung, and I almost died. I think I actually did, but when I was in the hospital, they had to drain my lung. I got the scars on my side. And John Paul, I had Raggedy Ann and Andy doll when I was 18 months old. And John Paul would take pennies, and he would put them in my Raggedy Ann doll's pocket in her dress. He used to tell me all kinds of stories. He was a protector.